Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. For those of you new, I'm Jeanette from Embroidery Sewing and Crafts, and in this video what I am going to do is I am going to be using a riser with the SE1900. Now a riser is something that kind of, it just lifts up the embroidery machine and you have this area right here open. This is really perfect for tote bags. If you have a huge tote bag to embroider, this is the machine that you want to use, okay? Especially if you use a riser. A riser is a really, really cool tool. I really got this on Etsy. I don't think the shop is available anymore, but I will link to some of the risers that are available on Etsy. I really like this one because it has like a little drawer for you to put in. But let me show you why I'm actually going to use this for this particular bag. So let's go over to the cutting board. Now, as you can see, I have a customer that bought this bag to me. At first, when I looked at it, I kind of thought that it was fabric, but it's actually not. This is kind of plasticky, okay? Now, she has one that was already embroidered. Now, one of the things about this bag that I want you to notice is that this is a hard bag. There is no flexibility. I can't even fold this if I wanted to. It would damage the bag if I did. So this, when I wanted to put it on my multi-needle machine, it was just not possible. I can't have it. It's just not going to work. This end part right here is not flexible at all, so it's just not going to work at all. Also, my mighty hoops did not work for this bag either, because of the thickness. And also because of these handles right here, the mighty hoops did not stay in place, okay? I could not snap it in. So I was like, okay, so this is a little bit on the difficult side, right? I was kind of almost going to give up and tell the customer, nope, I can't do it. But then I thought about my riser and I thought about the single needle machine. And I said, you know what? Sometimes a single needle machine is what you need to do the job. So I have the template printed out, and she wants the letters LW on it. So I have the template laid out already. Now, this bag on the other side already has a logo on it called Scout, okay? And I'm hoping that you guys can see exactly as I move it. It has a logo called Scout. As you can see, it is a very tough bag. It's more like a paperish kind of. So I'm like, all right, so this is going to be kind of a challenge, all right? So I am kind of looking forward to embroidering on it, but then I am also a little bit on the scare side, right? Because I don't want to mess it up and I don't want to disappoint the customer, but she said, do it, you can do it. She believes in me, so I'm going to go ahead and embroider. So as you can see right here, I taped on the logo, right? And one of the things that I like about the template is that it does have the markings, right? So I'm going to double check on that to make sure that I have it placed exactly where I want my L and my W to go. Matter of fact, let me just move it a little bit because I think I might be a little off here. I think this would be better here. Okay, I'm just going to place this here. I think this is going to be perfect. Let me take these clips out. I did put these clips in. And let me show you what the actual bag really looks like, okay? This is really the inside of the bag. And as you can see, it's really a tote bag. And it's a large tote bag. Okay, so it is kind of big. And the bottom is really, really tough. So this is what she wants. She wants the initials to be right here on this side, and I hope you guys can see. Yeah, you can. This is where she wants the initials to be. So I got the template and I put the template on here, and I think it looks perfect. That looks great. And because in here this has this flap, right, and it also has this, what I did to get this part out of the way is I just folded this and I folded it over, okay? And then to secure it, I have these little, like, it's just regular paper clips, and I'm putting it on here on the edge just to hold it so that way it's no longer in the place, okay? Now, let me show you how I'm setting up the machine because this is pretty important, okay? Now, let's go over to the machine. Now, as you can see, I'm using my SE1900. Now, the hoop that I'm using is a 4x4, and this is sticky stabilizer. But there is something else in the sticky stabilizer that I put, okay? If you look closely right here, okay, you see this little strip right here? I also have another strip that's right here. It's pretty difficult to see. At the bottom, I'm pointing at it so that you can see, and right here. Now, what is that? Let me tell you exactly what I did. This is double-sided tape, and this is something that I use when I have bags, okay? Because you don't want the bags to shift at all. So what I did was I just took double-sided tape, and I actually applied it right here on the edges of the sticky stabilizer. The reason why I did that is because I really want this to hold well, okay? I don't want the bag to shift at all. I have a new bobbin in here. I already have my design loaded on the machine, okay? She wants the light blue thread on there, so I already have that in there. So, how am I going to hoop this? All right, so let's work on this. So as you can see, I cleared out everything, okay? Because I don't want anything to get in the way of the bag, okay? I don't want no hiccups, no nothing, okay? So I actually moved this around, all right? So I took everything out from the back and all that good stuff. Let's see. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my hoop in. Okay, so I have it here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually float the bag. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that this part right here goes underneath this slit right here. I want to make sure you see that. You do. See how this is what the riser is all about. It gives you that space, right? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently carry this over. And I'm actually going to put this right underneath the foot. Okay, so it takes a little maneuvering. And remember, one of the things that I always say is the hooping process is super important. Okay, now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to down my needle because I want to make sure that the needle is right where it's supposed to be, and it is. And then now that I have this exactly where I want it, I'm going to press down on the bag onto the hoop, okay? And the reason why I'm doing that, and I'm also going to be pressing down on the sides as well at the end of it, because remember I put that double-sided tape, because I want this bag not to move while it's embroidering, okay? So now I'm going to put the needle down to make sure that it's in the right position. It's not. So I'm going to make sure it's right. Perfect. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, before I hit that embroidery machine, I got a new bobbin, everything in there, this brand new needle too, okay? I'm going to do a trace. Now the reason why you want to do a trace is because you want to go ahead and you want to make sure that this is actually going to go around and it's not going to hit anything, right? You don't want my bag to shift at all, okay? Now, this is not a project that you can walk away. This is something that you have to babysit. You have to pay attention to it. So I am actually going to do a trace. Good. Good. Okay, and as you can see, it didn't like bulk on me, you know, like the bag didn't shift or anything like that. So it looks like it's going to be a nice, easy stitch. Now that I know that I have everything in place, this is nicely put on the stabilizer. I'm just going to press it down just a little bit more because I want to make sure I have it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the template because I don't need the template anymore. I know exactly where it is. Okay, and now I am ready to hit go, and I'm ready to embroider this bag. So wish me luck, guys, because this is an expensive bag. And I know the lady is being really nice, and she's like, oh, go for it and stuff. And I'm like, okay. But, yeah, so as you can see, I don't even have a chair. I'm not even standing here, okay? So I'm going to hit okay, because I think it's fine. I'm going to hit embroider. Ooh, this is, ooh, nerve-wracking. Okay, so let me make it a little bit closer so that you guys can see the process and how's it going. And I got my little new camera here, so I want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing here. So yeah, so here I am. So all right, so let's start embroidering and let's see what happens. I'm going to put the needle down and I'm going to hit start, and here we go. Okay, I'm going to stop it because I want to get rid of this extra thread that's coming out. Let's cut that because I don't want that hanging. There you go. Looks good. Whew, I'm nervous about this, guys. All right, so now I'm going to hit go. It's going to keep going. Letting it do its thing. Looks pretty good. Oh, this is coming out really nice. I'm glad that she challenged me and told me to go ahead and just do this. She's going to be very happy. I know I am. I'm like, woo, look at this. On my single needle machine. This looks good. Okay, he's going to do the W now. Now, the thing that I notice is that it hits this a lot. So I'm trying to see what I can do to get this out of the way. But it looks like I'm going to have to hold it down, which sucks. That's okay. I'm going to keep going. careful with your fingers. I know usually I use chopsticks, but I just, for some reason, it's just that because I don't want this to slip at all. Hitting that side, but that's okay. There you go. This is actually a 6-minute stitch, but I have to tell you, it feels like 4 hours because I'm holding it and I'm like, oh my god. But I am totally happy with how it's coming out. Almost finished. Finished. Oh my goodness. Woo! All right, so let me take this out. I'm gonna lift this. Now we gotta get it out of here. All right, so this is gonna be a little challenge here, but it's okay. I'm gonna lift this from the hoop. Okay, here we go. Trying to take it out here. And from here, and then right here, I don't want to rip anything. There we go. All right, so let's go to the cutting table. Let's look at our end result, okay? All right, here we go, guys. Look at this. Perfect. She's gonna be happy. She's going to be happy. She's going to be happy. You know, I will tell you this. I was so scared to do this one. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's have a little conversation about this bag, okay? This bag is one of those that you cannot make a mistake on. Okay? Cannot. There is like, this will give anybody a heart attack to do. I'm getting rid of the jump stitch here. I have one jump stitch. There you go. All right. And I'm going to tell you why. Let me take this out. We don't need these anymore. Whew. I got it done, guys. Got it done. I'm going to open the bag up so you guys can see. All right. Yeah, this helps with a zipper here, so you can zip it. See, that way you guys can see and appreciate how this bag. Oh, you guys aren't even seeing anything. See how this bag actually looks and appreciate the beauty of it. Oh my God! So this is the tote bag. Okay. This is the tote bag. It's initialed LW. Beautiful. Love it. Love the way it came out. But let's talk about the bag, okay? And why I'm like sweating this bag. I don't know if you guys can see up front. Look at this. This is kind of papery, okay? That means this is not fabric, okay? This is kind of like a paper type of thing, you know? any hole that you make in this becomes a permanent hole. It is not like fabric where you puncture a hole and the fabric will heal itself. So mistakes on here can't happen. It just can't happen, okay? I love the way it came out. She's gonna love it. Came out perfect. That's what she wants. I'm happy. So guys, you know, there was a time where, I'm not gonna lie, when I actually thought, why the hell did I buy this riser for my SE1900? Okay, I was like, I spent money on this. Am I ever gonna have an opportunity to use this? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I mean, this bag did not fit on my multi-needle machine. There was just no way. I couldn't do it, okay? If you look at my multi-needle machine, and I have it up right here, okay? When I went to hoop this, it couldn't happen, okay? This was just too rough, okay? It doesn't bend. It's not as flexible, okay? If you bend it, you're really gonna damage the bag. This right here is very, very hard. I don't know if it's plastic in here or what. This was not gonna bend. So in the arm here, trust me, I have fast frames. I have mighty hoops. Mighty hoops didn't stick. They've fallen off. And you believe it, those magnetics are really, really tough. The fast frames couldn't do it because it won't maneuver in here. These arms are not wide enough, okay? So I was racking my brain. How am I going to do this? I don't want to damage the bag, you know? Because, you know, nobody likes their stuff damaged, right? So I was like, how am I going to do this? Well, then I remembered my riser. So this riser actually saved the day to get this bag embroidered. I'm telling you, it was, in my opinion, right now, getting a riser is worth every penny, because if you have a project just like this, the riser is going to save you, okay? And you know what's funny is a lot of times people say, well, why do you have a single needle and multi-needles? Sometimes the multi-needle machines can't work. You need to get on the single needle machine. So I am so glad that I have always kept my single needle machine and that I got my riser, because it saved the day for this. I'm really happy. Can't wait to text the customer and let her know she can come and pick this up tomorrow. It is ready for her. And yeah, I'm very content. So guys, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And I do embroidery happy hour every Friday at 8 o'clock. So I will talk to you guys later. Happy sewing and happy embroidering. Bye.